and welcome to the newest episode of Getting to the Pussy 2022. Yes, God. I love how that sounds. Double digits, abundance. Let it keep on coming. However you want to come. No, but if you are listening to me, if you are here, welcome family. You made it. We made it 2 years, y'all. Just a recap. I am happy it's January. Yes, it's my birth month. I do feel like it is a period, a season of renewal. If you're listening to me, welcome. Small recap. In 2020, I lost about 70 pounds. Without a scale. It was great because I was getting to the pussy. I just wanted to see my vagina. True story. There are people who exist where our bellies hang over our private parts. Sometimes we don't like to talk. I guess no one likes to talk about it. I needed to talk about it. And I am so grateful that there were people out here who can relate. I mean, they don't have the same situation, but it's this thing of elevating. Getting to themselves. What is gnawing at you? Let's get to that shit. So I lost 70 pounds. That first year. The second year, which was last year, I lost an additional 30 pounds, equaling 100 pounds. Very, very, very happy of my elevation and the work I put in. But as you guys know, I was very honest about that. I was like, shit, I was disappointed. It's like, damn, did I lose all this weight to remain the same shape? Like, y'all know what the hell I'm talking about. When you see like these 100-pound weight loss stories and someone goes down to a size 22 and now they're a size 2. Like, it's like, damn, that didn't happen to me. But it is going to happen to me one day. I've come to my own understanding. I'm not done. And we will definitely talk about that. I was going through a period, I was happy where I am, but it's like, okay, I can do better. And I moved into a new home. I totally changed some things. I got rid of some old relationships I had no business having. Oh gosh. I did all this change. So I feel like in a period of transition, I lost my grandmother. You go through it. And I was trying my best to get some type of motivation going on because I felt, and I hear you, some of you were talking about, mind you, it was winter, guys, and it's the holidays, for God's sakes. But going back to old ways, emotional eating disorders. So for myself, I was like, Charlie, what the hell's going on with you? And for those who have been rocking with me, you know how I am. If you want to know who you are at this time, without no judgment, no bias, if you're trying to lose weight and you haven't been losing weight, or maybe your skin has been looking really shitty, I don't know. If you want to know who you are at this time and what are your habits, you need to pull out your receipts. I keep all of my grocery store receipts together because at any time, if I've gained weight or if I'm not feeling well or if I'm getting like an extra cold out of nowhere, the first thing I think about is, okay, Charlie, what's going in your gut? They claim that the gut is just really another brain. I truly believe that. Like, it happens in the gut. I'm sorry. So I pulled out my grocery receipts because I felt like I wasn't necessarily losing weight. I wasn't inspired to do anything. Just what's going on? I felt like I wasn't gaining weight, but my body, I don't know. So I pulled out my grocery receipts and I pulled out my receipts from November and December. I have went to the grocery store twice out the week. I went to my favorite grocery store. Stu Leonard's are amazing. Oh my gosh. They have like baked goods and sweets and amazing stuff. Anyway, to make a long story short, I have brought ice cream 8 times in a 2-month time frame. Yeah, I brought ice cream 8 times in a 2-month time frame. Some of you may be like, oh my gosh, Charlie, that's not a big deal. It is a big deal. In this journey, you need to learn about trigger foods, things that trigger you, what you broke from and what you're going back to that was not serving you. Milk was not serving me. I went vegan for a couple of months. Then I went to plant-based when I wanted eggs again. Shit happens. But ice cream was my trigger food. Ice cream screams comfort. ice cream fries. No, but ice cream, it screams comfort. It screams nurture. They have this thing about food or what you need. Like if you eat potato chips, you have anxiety. You're always in your head. That's why a lot of people, they love salt and they love chips. It's stimulation. If you love ice cream, it's just rich. It's just nurture. It's just blanket. Oh, I feel that. Oh my gosh. So yeah, ice cream was my trigger food. When I stopped eating ice cream, that's when my body really, really started to change. So for me to pick up full fat ice cream again, that's fucking scary. Scared the shit out of myself. I was like, okay, I am in a weird place right now because I'm buying full fat ice cream. What's going on? How do I stop this? How do you stop things, right? How do you stop things that don't? Number one, of course, you can say, this does not serve me. People say willpower. I don't know what that is. No. So I was trying my best to get motivated. And then I got to the point I was like, okay, maybe I just need to be content with who I am. This is about self-love. I just need to embrace my curves and myself and everything. I love myself. And if I love myself enough, I don't want to see myself stretch because I'm allowing other entities or my emotions to get the best of me. I don't want to start wheezing again or have all of this mucus in my body because I need a nurturer. So I'm going to turn to ice cream. That's not self-love. My ideal of self-love is understanding those triggers and maybe getting a deeper understanding of why I'm reaching out for those triggers. But also self-love is motherfucking finding a fucking solution. Loving myself enough to bury myself out of whatever the hole I have dug myself in, get myself out of that and love myself so I can appreciate and have a joy. I want to take my body to the party every goddamn day. I don't want to fake it or pretend. And I don't want you to fake it or pretend. I was trying to find a spark. I was trying to find some motivation. I was afraid. I did not want to stop what I'm doing. I didn't want to go back to where I began. But it's hard to bring yourself sometimes out of it, man. And so my friend KJ, he was on my last podcast, which was amazing, about elevating and being your better self. And he's been doing something. He's been inspired by Eleanor Roosevelt. She has a saying, do something that scares you every day. So he's been doing something that scares him every day. I've been taking some of that magic a little bit, and I've been trying to do something that scares me every day. So for those who don't know or listen to my last podcast, as you know, I've been trying my best to date. Because yes, that fucking scares me. So the fact that I'm going out on a date, oh my gosh, yes, that scares me. I tell people I am an introvert who is a professional extrovert. I'm freaking out all the goddamn time. But you'll never fucking know, ever. Because I have tits and a great smile and some dimples. Yes! All right, anyways, facts. But I know how to fake it. I've been going out on dates. It has been insane. I mean, no, it hasn't been that bad. There are really good people in the world. I feel like so many people got divorced, y'all. Like 2020, 2021. So I've been weirdly trying to avoid being that weird rebound person. But I've been meeting so many divorcees. A lot of people didn't make it out of COVID. Shit, sorry. Oh gosh, may another pandemic. No, my gosh. May something else bring you together. But at least you know yourself, right? So I've been going out on dates and I've been trying my best to build up my inner Beyonce, saying, you know, when life gives you lemons, you want to make lemonade. So I've been saying that sometimes these dates have been giving me lemons, but I am learning to make a fabulous club soda with lemon spritz. Yes! Oh gosh, yes, I'm watching my sugar. I have been spritzing the fuck out of the lemons I've been getting and putting them in a lovely club soda. So I was motivated. Oh yeah, we about to go in story time, y'all. I was motivated in the weirdest ways. I was asking the universe for help. And for those who believe in God, believe in a higher power, universe, you can always say, bring me the help. Help motivate my ass. Like, give me something. And don't get me wrong, it'll come in the craziest way, in the craziest form, but sometimes that's what you need to snap you back into shit. So, family, ladies and gentlemen, and my folks, my non-binary folks who won't even conform to whatever gender we're spitting out these days, I present to you my episode today, The Pervert Who Motivated My 2022 Weight Goals. Yay! Facts. So, if you catch my last episode, this story's where I wasn't shit. So my last episode, I stopped my podcast accidentally in the middle, and you kind of heard me, where I ended up booking 2 dates. This is where I went wrong. My first date, very nice guy. He's French. I don't think he understands me, but he lies and he claims he understands me. And I know I talk too damn fast for him, but whatever. We were set to go out to dinner, everything like that. He never confirmed with me. So on that day, I was in the studio getting ready to record a podcast, and I accepted a date like the day before from, and I'm just going to call this guy the teacher because I kept on saying the whole fucking night in the morning, but you're a teacher, but you're a teacher. Oh my gosh. So I ended up accepting another date from the teacher who planned with me the day before. So what happened was I was recording my podcast and my first date says, "Hey, I am already at the restaurant. Where are you?" It was 6 o'clock. I was like, "What? Oh my gosh, you never confirmed with me." I don't like canceling anything. I'm a Capricorn. I stay true to my word. I can't help it. So I was like, "I apologize. Give me 45 minutes. I will run right over there." So I finished the podcast and I had my date at 6:45. I'm a woman. I like to maximize my time. So I did not cancel my second date. But you're a teacher. I didn't cancel with him. I ended up pushing him to 9 o'clock. This is where I fucked up. Because for those who've been rocking with me, you know I do not meet any type of new anybody after 9 p.m. You know what time that is. But I was trying to maximize my time because I'm a businesswoman. I ended up saying goodbye to the French guy. Poor baby. He wanted to like walk me to my Uber. I'm like, no, don't walk me to my Uber because really the guy was all fucked up. So I ended up saying goodbye to the French guy, he was a super nice gentleman. I still don't think he could understand me, but whatever. I did see him again, but I ended up the teacher ended up picking me up. So the teacher, now let's get into him, okay? I don't discriminate with height. I don't care, but he sounded amazing on paper. He was 6'4", wore glasses, great smile. Like, I was convinced he was like an ex-professional football player who just wanted to teach now. His pictures looked so warm. He's like with his students teaching science. I looked at this and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to meet this person. I will be in safe hands. Oh my gosh, I will be in safe hands. Like, this looks like a great date. Him and he loves the youth. I love the youth. We're going to have great stuff to talk about. So I let him pick me up at the restaurant. Long story. One red flag, I saw a open bottle of Don Julio in his car. I was like, oh shit, what's that? I didn't say anything because he didn't open it up or nothing like that. So I got in the car and then I was like, okay, let's go to the lounge by my house, whatever, and we can hang out over there. So we went to the bar at my house. We had a great time. We were talking, had appetizers, drinks. Everything is normal for right now, which is all good. And then I realized he was a little bit slurring his words. And I'm like, okay, maybe we should stop. And so he's like, okay, well, I'm getting ready to go. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, you've been drinking a lot. So I think you should probably take an Uber home. I don't want that on my conscience. You can hurt someone. You can hurt yourself. If you're around anyone who's been drinking, it is your responsibility to stop them and figure out where they're supposed to go, but they're not supposed to get in their car. I'm from Florida. I've lost friends over that shit. We don't play that. So I'm like, no. Let's call you an Uber. Found out he lives in freaking Jersey. I'm like, that shit's expensive. Okay. So we figure this out. The ambulance now is like, and I always say God works in mysterious great ways. The universe works in mysterious great ways. The ambulance was there. The cops was there for something else. So now his car was blocked. So he couldn't leave. I was thinking, I'm like, you know what? Just come upstairs to my apartment. Like, not a big deal. We ain't gonna fuck. But, and I said it just like that. We ain't gonna fuck. But I was like, come upstairs to my apartment. We can just finish drinking. I can sleep on my sofa and let's get you sober for a couple of hours. We were sloshed. And this is where maybe I would have saw more red flags, but I just, I've been drinking. I had my first date, going on my second day. I don't know what the hell's going on. So I invite him back to my apartment. Guys, nothing happens that night, right? And nothing happens. We are fine. Shit hits the fan in the morning. So I get up. We're both on my sofa. I get up. I'm like, oh, okay. Do you want coffee? Like this. So I'm walking up to my kitchen. I'm like, okay, let's make us coffee. And then he gets up, walks to my kitchen as well. And he says, you know what, Charlie? I think you and I are compatible. It looks like you have some really good genes. I really want a baby daughter soon. When was the last time you were tested for a sexually transmitted infection? Do you have any papers on you? Bitch, I paused. I said, huh? He was like, yeah, I think you should get tested. I think we can really do this. You said you were serious. Now, mind you, y'all, when I said I was fucking serious, yes, I was serious. Like, I want a boyfriend. And yeah, I want to fucking get married. But shit, like, so I was like, my eyes got so big. And also in my head, I could not believe this man who I just met the night before is implying that I would have unprotected sex with him. And I will allow his demon seeds to be up in me, huh? I mean, like, so for him to even assume that, I was just like, oh my gosh, mind blown, mind blown. So I kind of laughed it off and I was like, oh, slow down. Yeah, I do get tested and I see my doctor regularly, but let's have that coffee first. So I kind of blow it off. We have coffee and then I walk over. He's like staring at me now. He's like trying to rub my hand. Like he's looking in my eye like, oh shit, girl, you're the one. And so I'm like, let me like move away. So now I move over to my living room and I'm opening up the blinds to my living room. Whew. The minute I open up my blinds, the teacher, he's like, oh my gosh, oh, your view. Now I have a gorgeous view. I overlook the Hudson. I'm on a high rise. So of course you can see other people who live in a high rise. He says, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it right now. Let's go for it. Come on. Do it with me. Do it with me. He starts, this 6'4" fucking teacher with glasses on starts to take his clothes off. He starts with his pants. And I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? He was like, I love getting naked. I love getting naked. I love being, oh, come on. This is going to feel so good. Come on. I did the work. And now he's taking off his shirt and he's tapping. I'm trying to stop him. I'm like, oh. And he's like, do it with me. Come on, do it with me. He jumps on my balcony. I know I'm freaking out. I'm like, oh my gosh, God forbid if there's like a family of 5, like watching morning cartoons. It's like 7:42 in the morning. And I'm like, oh my gosh, put your clothes on. And he says, no, come on, do it with me. I did the work. And now he's like patting himself on the belly and he's opening up his arms and greeting the sun, this butt ass 6'4" naked man with a butt and penis. And I'm freaking. And he's looking at me and I'm like, okay, put your clothes on. So now I take him out of the balcony. He doesn't know why I don't want to get naked with him. He's like, but you just said that you lost 100 pounds. Come on. Like, I just love being naked. Be naked with me in this experience. Sex has nothing to do with it. I stop and I think. But of course, I'm sticking to my guns because I'm like, no. I'm thinking of that family of 5 that could be having cereal right now. I couldn't bring myself to it. He's not understanding, and I'm trying to get an excuse of why I won't get naked with him. And I'm not calling him a pervert because the man got naked. Okay, you could be an exhibitionist. That's fine because I can tell that was like his thing. But it gets weird. But when he's like walking to me like a baby, like trying to like suck on like my left nipple on like this weird cooing thing, I was like, what the fuck are you doing? And then I got myself together. I was like, no, freak, put your fucking clothes on. But right? That's when like you draw the line. When they try to impregnate you without even knowing you and want to get naked on your balcony. Like, enough is enough, teacher. So he puts back on his clothes. And somehow I get out of the situation. I get him out of my house, thank God. The date is almost over. Long story short, we get something to eat. He tries to like weirdly stiff me with the bill. I'm like, oh no, honey, this is called equity. We're doing this together. Split. Never called him again. I was honest about why things didn't work because he really wanted a baby daughter. Wow. So I was very clear to him. I wrote him like this long paragraph of why it would never work. I don't know. I was like freaked out. I was just bothered the whole day. But I thought about it. And then I was trying to recap because like I said, I am making my lemon spritz in my club soda. Not lemonade, but I'm doing my lemon spritz. So I thought about it. And I was like, why did I have such a reaction when he asked me to take off my clothes? I mean, and of course, I'm gonna go there, right? I'm gonna go there. I wasn't necessarily thinking, I wasn't necessarily like, oh my gosh, people are gonna see me, whatever. Something sparked in me when he hit himself and he says, I did the work. Y'all, I wanted to do that. I wanted to feel that goddamn good about my body, to like hit my belly and be like, I did the work and get naked, pussy out. Okay, it's okay. And be like, I did the work and be that proud and just do it. I couldn't do it. And I have the personality to. I don't know. I couldn't do it, but this is something about how comfortable he was in his own body. So comfortable. I wanted to be that. I thought about, okay, you lost 100 pounds. What does that mean for you? Where are you? And then I was like, shit, Charlie, you're not done. You're not done. You're not to the pussy yet. And that's okay. This is what the whole premise is. Until you are hitting your belly, slapping yourself, saying, I did the work, and you truly feel that and you truly believe that, and you can say that to millions, thousands of people, confident, we still got ways to go. That's okay. Did that slap me up and get me together? It did. That was my motivation. It clicked. I want to be able to say I did the work. Get naked and say that. I did the work. I mean, okay, when I mean naked, I probably won't get naked. You never know. I may take myself to Jamaica, find myself a good nudie camp, whatever. We'll see. But I want to be that honest. I want to be that confident. Like that guy, yeah, he was freaky as fuck. Jesus, I can't still believe he's a fucking... And I kept on saying that the whole time. But you're a teacher, but you're a teacher. He's like, what does that mean? And like, I just want to be naked on your balcony. Like, hey, with my legs out. But I admired his confidence. And I admired the self-love. And I saw in his excitement that he did the work. So yeah, I snapped myself out of it. I made myself a list of things that I can do differently because I'm not done. And I'm going to do something that I have not done in 3 years. I can't believe I'm saying this, but yeah, I'm going to buy a scale. I've lost my first 70 pounds without a scale, by the way. I have not owned a scale. And the only reason why I feel like I need a scale right now, there is a quote that I'm really sticking to, and it's from Miyaham, and it says, celebrate what you accomplish, but raise the bar each time you succeed. This is me raising the bar. I want to be able to really, really lab out, what am I doing? If I'm having, because for example, I want to know like, oh, do 2 pounds really lose that week? Or do you wake up on week 5 and you drop 7? So I would love to test lab myself a little bit closer. I love test lab myself a little bit closer to see, what am I doing? Is this working in my progress? Is it not? And I know it's about my habits. There's a thing that says you always have to show gratitude. You always have to remember the things that created you. You always remember the things that make you better. And sometimes when we stop doing these things, we wonder why. We go back to our old triggers, or we gain weight, or different things. So looking in my body bank journal, which I have on Amazon, by the way, and also looking at my past purchases, I don't know, but I just feel, because people say you can't really tell the scale, but you can tell the scale off of 10 pounds. You can. Off of 10 pounds and 15 pounds. And even if it's fat or muscle, but come on, muscle is 2.55 pounds. Fat spreads, baby. So I am looking definitely into those. I'm not going to be celebrating like 2 pounds or 3 pounds. That's cute. Hell no. I'm going to be looking into those 5 to 10 pound measures. 5 pounds, I'm not necessarily going to trust too much because that could be water weight, period, stress, salt, sodium, whatever the hell. But I really want to start leaning into those 10 pound losses, 8 to 10 pound losses. I'm really going to start looking at that. If I'm looking at that, I also need to look further into my diet. I know. People are like, Charlie, once you get your diet together, it's going to come off so fast. But I tell people I need to be true to myself. Hence why I did not go on keto, because I know I'm not going to stay on that shit. I'll do it for like 5 months and then I'll be done with it. So I want to eat and do things that are for me that I know I can do. And this is the Charlie method. And if it works, I swear I am putting this shit in stone. I am going back to my 2 day fasting. My 2 day fasting is I give myself 2 days of optimum nutrition, which means I will juice that whole day, or I'll have juice and smoothies or raw food. All of the healthy stuff, all of the wheatgrass, the chlorella, all of the shit that I was supposed to have, I will round up in 2 days and have. No food, no cooked food, no acid, no nothing. Just alkaline, just an alkaline party. I've done that earlier in my first year where I lost 70 pounds. So I know it works. I have not done it in my second year because I've just been enjoying just all the fried chicken I want to. But I do know from a 70-pound weight loss, yeah, making those 2 days special, you're not taking away anything from you, you're adding. But making those 2 days special, it's a wonderful break on your body, and it's health. Your hair grows faster. Your skin smells amazing, honey. Vagina, baby. For those who like to go downtown, they can get enough of you. Yes, God. Thank God. Oh my gosh. So yeah, definitely incorporating that again. I am re-adding sea moss, and I'm talking old school sea moss. I did the pills with sea moss. I've been taking the sea moss with the bladder whack, but I am going to treat myself to sea moss on a weekly basis, which means I'm going to soak and blend again and keep in a jar. Once again, when I lost my first 70 pounds, this is what I did. Very important. The third thing I am putting back in, very important, my adaptogens. I have not took adaptogens in 8 months. What is an adaptogen? It's herbs, a natural substance considered to help the body adapt to stress. Adaptogens increase the state of nonspecific resistance and stress and decrease sensitivity to stressors. I love adaptogens. Adaptogens, I work better. I am calmer. I feel like I can do everything. I'm a little bit definitely more positive. I sweat more. You take adaptogens, it's like everything is going right. Everything is moving. Definitely, if you're interested in it, I'll put more information in my IG. It's in there. Getting to the GETTING number 2 THE. That's the he show woo. Chandra berries, ashwagandha. I know you guys heard of ashwagandha. It's very popular right now. Eulorithro. There are so many adaptogens that you can put in your tea that you can take on a daily basis if you want to. I'm not a doctor, so this is not medical advice, but this is what I did to lose my first 70 pounds. And it was the most easiest weight loss ever. I'm going back to that shit. The only reason why I stopped was just because of preparation. You know, I got busy last year. I did. This year, my schedule is looking much better. So I want to incorporate things back. You know, I really want to finish this shit, and I will. So yeah, adaptogens today. Going back to the scale. My workouts are fine. I can still be a little bit more consistent when I work. Oh, another thing I'm doing, and you can research this, look this up. For a lot of people who have lost 50 pounds or more, 100 pounds, they have always incorporated 2 workouts per day. Yeah. And when I mean workout, sometimes in the morning time, maybe they'll do walking and then a more formal sweat workout in the nighttime. But there's always 2 forms of something. I have seen a lot of weight gain back stories for the people who have stopped working out, or they go back to 30 minutes. But I know for folks who have lost massive weight, the working out on a daily basis has been more than an hour. Not necessarily in the same setting, no, but it has been broken up, which means is the body always has to keep moving. So for myself, I am putting back in at least 2 workouts per day. Yeah. And I'm going to stick to 5 days per week. 2 workouts per day. Absolutely. Like I said, when I lost my first 70 pounds, this is what I did. And y'all, you guys are with me. I was not stressed. I was flowing. This is about putting in practices. This is about being consistent. And this is about me being honest. Thank you, Pervert, for getting me there, man. Thank you, because I'm sorry. I want to be like that pervert. I want to be like that I don't want to be that pervy, but I want to be that naked person to pop myself on the belly and be like, I did the work. And I will. So I want to leave that with you there. So that is my motivation. Sometimes you just got to really give yourself those hard questions. And I know that I don't want to take away anything from myself. Last year, 2021 was wonderful. I made so many discoveries about myself, but did I really do the work? Nah. This year, I can elevate, I can get better, and I can do it. Because why? I want you to do it. I hope this motivates you. Whatever you have going on, this year is yours. There's something about these double chances, this energy of abundance. It's yours. You just got to take it. Be honest with yourself. And if you don't like how things are going, where things are going with yourself, number one, check your receipts. See what the hell you've been doing, but also have that honest conversation with yourself. All right, fine. If you don't like where you are, what do you need to do? And I truly feel that deep down, we all know. It's just sometimes we don't want to admit to ourselves. And I can admit to myself, yeah, as a woman that lost 100 pounds, I am very proud, but fuck yeah, I got more ways to go. And I love myself to be in my own authenticity and my own truth to say that. And I don't need to drink anyone's Kool-Aid for me to pretend, nah, baby. Because why? I'm getting to the pussy. And I want you as well to get to your power in any way that you need to, any way, shape, or form. I hope this small little conversation has helped you out, or at least you were entertained by a very good story. Please don't invite people at your house after 9 o'clock. Just don't do any days after 9 o'clock. And don't double book. It's really fucking weird. All right. Y'all take care. Bye.